Away.
Okay, well, first of all, just it's been a long day. Just with the news this morning on DeAndre Overton. So just took the wind out of my body this morning, and just had an opportunity to speak with his dad, and obviously they're hurting. It's hard to process something like this. It's so senseless, and just a beautiful young life cut short at 26. But man, I love DeAndre Overton. He was a great. He's one of the best teammates that we've had come through here. He's here 5 years, two-time national champion, voted captain by his teammates. I just still remember him putting the leather helmet on, with 3 touchdowns against Boston College. But he truly was just one of the sweetest spirited kids that we've had come through here. And again, truly a great teammate. And my heart hurts, and my prayers are with his family. Brian and Sandra, just great people, and just at a loss for words. But we got a lot of people. I've had a chance to touch base with some of his teammates, and everybody's prayers are with them right now. So, and I don't know who did it, but it was pretty cool walking in to the Tiger Walk, and somebody had put some flowers on his captain plaque. That was a pretty special thing to see walking in. So whoever did that, I appreciate that. But the good news is I know where he is. I know he's with the good Lord. He was actually baptized while he was here at Clemson. I've got a picture of that on my phone. So life cut way too short, but I do know and have peace in knowing where he's at. But as far as the game, I always say the fun's in the winning. We had a lot of fun tonight. Those guys got to play a lot of guys, which I think will really help our team. I thought our team really grew a lot from last week to this week. App State's a really good football team. I think they're the 6th winningest team in the country since 2015. And a team, I guess, was a game I was really concerned about, early, just knowing, man, this bunch is gritty, and it's in their DNA. So, but man, we were just too much. Our guys, played with incredible precision. We were much more detailed and didn't have some of the silly mistakes and missed opportunities that we had last week. We made the plays that were there, made routine plays, and then we made some great ones. We distributed the ball all over the place. I think we had 13 different guys touch it. Our offensive line for the 2nd week in a row was really good, and I think that's a really good sign for us. We didn't play Marcus. We were able to hold Marcus, which shows our depth. He was ready to go, but we were like, we've got good depth there. So to be able to hold him, I think was awesome. And see how those guys played. Again, proud of Linthicum. Once again, just really smooth with his operation and his snaps. So just a lot of good things in the game up front. And then, man, Cade was awesome. Awesome. I've seen a lot of dudes come through here. We've never, ever had a half like that. That's a school record. Points from the first quarter, yards in the first half. And Cade was, he was 24 of 26, 378 yards and 7 touchdowns and played a half. That's pretty impressive. And we've seen him. That's what he can do. And I don't expect him to have 7 touchdowns and a half every week, but he can lead. He can spin it. He can make all the throws. Good to see him have a couple rushing touchdowns as well. I thought that was great. But just really proud of him, man. School record in efficiency, 277. So it was a great day for him, great day for our offense, the start that we needed. And again, 13 different guys touched the ball. Maffa was awesome. That's the longest rush we've had since 2019. ETN, I think it was an 83-yarder. Brenny, man, what a start he's had in a couple of games. He's doing some great stuff. And we got good depth at that position. And then, man, our receivers really, they played like we expected them to play. and you know, we did not make some of the routine plays last week, and we had some critical errors, and man, we cleaned all that up this week, and you know, all those guys had an opportunity to make plays. Wesco obviously got his first start, and I mean, you know, just, you know, awesome, you know, right out of the gate. It was a great read by Cade on the third long, and you know, just an awesome start for that young man. Great to see Antonio. I mean, he's had a good couple of games as well. Disappointed with the fumble and punt return, and then you know, great to see Cole come back. You know, Cole he had a bad game last week, and he came back and made some plays, and that's what he can do. You know, so it's good to see that. Tyler Brown kind of rolled his ankle, so we held him in the second half. So hopefully it's not anything serious. We'll see tomorrow. And then you know, TJ Moore, you know, coming in and getting his first touchdown as well. That's going to bode well for us. Those guys are, you know, just dynamic young freshmen, and you know, they're going to be around here a while. So that's exciting to know that you got guys like that that are going to be in your program for a while and are off to a great start in their young career. So it's really good to see that. And Stellato, Adam, I thought Adam made some nice plays as well. So just really happy to see everybody have an opportunity to touch the ball. Jay Haynes got in there. Y'all saw some things out of him. He was really close to breaking one or two. So all of our backs got an opportunity to play, and that was the best part of it. A lot of guys got a chance to play, so it'll be a fun tape, because some guys got exposed, you know, and you know, they all want to play, and some guys were ready and some guys were not, and that'll show on tape, but it'll give us a chance to really challenge them, and hopefully have some improvement from some of these guys. But defensively, you know, we were sloppy in the second quarter, but I thought they settled in and did a great job. The rest of we're playing a million guys. It's good to see us get the turnover in the red zone by Ricardo, and Levi Matthews came up with one. That was a great interception by him off the tip. Peter Nern got a turnover on the kickoff coverage, so we were +2 in the margin, so it was good to see that. Steph Island got a sack. I think we had a bunch of PBUs, and Avion, I think, was one off the school record. So great job by AV. And missed a couple opportunities. We had a pick six, walk-in pick six early. You know, Shelton's first game to play. He's gonna be mad about that one. And a couple other tip balls I thought we had a chance to get. But you know, all in all, again, just a great opportunity to play a lot of guys. There's going to be some stuff on tape that we'll be able to coach off of, especially defensively. But offensively, man, it was they were, I mean, 8 straight touchdowns. I don't know that I've ever been a part of that ever. It was pretty special to watch it, and I'm just really proud of those guys. I'm proud of our team and how they responded this week after some disappointment. And then our fans were awesome. I mean, it never gets old being in the Valley, but what an environment. I mean, it's a sellout, and you know, just our fans are resilient too, and it was just incredible environment. Just nothing but juice from the moment we walked out there, and I know our players appreciate that, and our fans deserve a lot of credit. You know, we won a lot of games here at home, and they deserve a lot of credit for that, because it's an incredible environment. So fun game to be a part of. Again, playing a lot of guys, but we just gotta, you know, keep improving, keep growing our team. And you know, we got an open day, which is good. You know, a couple guys banged up, and then hey, we start conference play. So that's the next kind of phase for us. It's all about conference play, and so we've got an opportunity to, you know, hopefully again get better over these next couple weeks, learn from this tape, and then we'll get back to work. So it'll be a big week for us, getting a head start on what we've got to do in conference.
Talked about Cade taking it to game day a lot. Would you consider that taking it to game day?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's what he can do. I mean, and honestly, we saw a lot of that all through camp. I mean, offensively, it was the most explosive camp we've had since 2019. We made a lot of big plays in camp. These guys are really, you know, and that's what was so frustrating about last week, is we missed so much opportunity. You know, and in games like that, you have a small margin for error. You know, all the way back to the first play of the game. You know, and tonight it was just good to see us make routine plays, and then we made some great plays. And it also just shows what happens when you get momentum and you get some rhythm. And man, just somebody gets that fire lit. It was great. So again, that'll be a game that'll go a long way for confidence of these guys and for them to see it. You know, for them to truly see what they're capable of doing, and especially those guys up front. And to see Moffitt rip one off for 83 yards, you know, that big dude can move. So a lot of good things in the game. You know, good to see Hoosier make another kick. Got interesting, but he made it, and so that's good. You know, to see him get off to a good start. We got Jack in there late to get a punt as well, but you know, it's fun to see a lot of guys get an opportunity to play, and again, it'll make us better.
Coach, you could have scheduled an FCS opponent for the season opener, like a lot of highly ranked teams did, instead of #1 Georgia, and going into the bye week with 2 blowout wins, feeling, you know, all the fans really happy and feeling great about the team. But you said that having that exposure, you know, would benefit your team and help make them better. How important is that going into this bye to help them keep them level-headed?
Yeah, I think it's huge, and you know that a game like that those are tough games for sure. But I think it's how you grow your team, it's how you teach them. You know, you expose them to what it looks like, and our guys were really disappointed, but they took some confidence from that game. You know, there was it's not always what the scoreboard says. I mean, there was a lot of good things in that game that we could build off of. And if we can improve in certain areas, then we got a chance to be a really good football team. And, you know, I mean, we got a long way to go, but, I mean, you know, if we can find a way to win the league, hey, you'll get another opportunity down the road, and you know, maybe that'll be even more meaningful in that moment. But, I mean, we gotta just find a way to stack some wins, man. That's what we're trying to do. Just, you know, find a way to win one at a time. But it was a great experience for them, and just like coming off a win like this, you know, you got to put it to bed and you get on to the next one. You learn from it, you grow from it, a win or loss, and you try to keep growing your team, growing your chemistry, and growing your consistency.
Was there anything in practice that you saw that maybe led you to believe that the offense may be able to make a statement like it did the first half this week?
Well, I mean, not just this week. I saw it all fall camp. I saw it all fall camp. You know, that we had the potential to be a really good group. And again, you know, it's just one game. We've had one bad game, one good game. And we got to create some consistency in our performance. But that was certainly a great response tonight. I guess a good team. And that's a tough group. So, I mean, the biggest thing I saw was leadership after the game last week. And then just their spirit back at work on Monday. So just right back at it.
I guess Peter Woods, how is he health-wise?
I mean, I think he's okay, but we'll see tomorrow when we do a more thorough check. But it seemed like most of his, you know, things that we were really concerned about was okay.
Was it a point of emphasis to try to find the explosive plays, get the ball down the field a little bit more coming into this game?
Yeah, and I mean, again, I think it's all that stuff builds on each other. You know, I mean, go back to last week, we hit the first big play of the game. And then we come right and hit another big play, but we're not lined up properly. And you know, you don't get in a rhythm and things like that. But when you get this thing rolling, we've got a chance to be really good, especially when you got a quarterback that sees it and knows it. And I thought last week, he really saw the field well. And I saw it carry over to this week. I mean, but we got really explosive guys all across the board. But it starts with those guys up front. You know, they set the tone for everything, and then Cade, you know, again, just, you know, that's what we've seen out of him. And you've heard me say many times, we just need to take it to game day, right? And I gave him a B last week, and I told him you got to be an A, and he was A+ today. He was outstanding. But you know, we had a few plays last week, you know, that like I said, the first play of the game, that's a momentum play, and you just don't know what happens when you get in rhythm like that. But tonight, man, they took advantage of the routine plays. He made great decisions. Guys made plays, and then again, once you get it going, it's fun to watch, especially when you can run the ball the way Moffitt can run the ball. So just a good win, you know, all across the board, and something that they can, you know, they needed some confidence. So hopefully they can take some confidence from that, and we can build on it. But it won't get any easier. Got a lot of good challenges along the way.
How about Wesco's ability to track that ball that was dropped? And that's
Yeah, he's special. Special. I mean, he and TJ, they're two special dudes. And, you know, they're not guys that are just here for a semester. You know, they're gonna be here a while. You know, they get to grow up in our program. And so two special dudes, man. That's why we went and signed them. And Grish has done an awesome job in recruiting and putting that group together. And those were two huge gets. You know, all the way back to the guys that he's brought in here, man. Those two they got a chance to be great.
You've been excited to see CV play in a real game. How did you think he did tonight?
I thought he did awesome. What was he, 7 of 11 or something
Yep.
like that? And you know what you see with him, people don't realize how he can run. That big kid can move. He's very poised in the pocket. What a great throw he made to Cole. And it was a great play by Cole, but man, he put that ball, you know, right on the money on the double move. But he's just got a great feel in the pocket and ability to really run the ball. He needed that because, you know, he hadn't really played. And, you know, so just, he's a poised kid, big, strong, smart, and I thought that was a good performance for him, you know, for his first time out, something he can grow confidence from as well.
But Sammy Brown had a couple of tackles on kick returns and then got in at linebacker, finished with 9 tackles.
Yeah, he was flying around. You know, it's fun to see him. He's starting to, you know, you notice him a little bit more because he's a blur out there. You know, he's physical. And, you know, Kobe got banged up. You know, hopefully it won't be too bad. I don't know. We'll see where he is tomorrow. It was great to see Sammy, you know, get out there. Again, he's growing his confidence, and he's really taking pride in special teams. So a lot to be excited about with him.
Is there an update on Kobe McLeod, senior?
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about, Kobe. You know, we'll know a little bit more tomorrow. Hopefully it's not anything long term, but I don't really know right now.
What is Trent Howard's status?
He's close. Hopefully he'll be ready to go NC State. But he's day to day.
Yeah, this is the first of, what, 2 off weeks that you guys get this year. Does that change your off week plan if the first one comes so early in the season?
No, we'll work. You know, we'll go 4 days this week. We'll practice and meetings, and then you know, we'll give them off the weekend. These guys have been going. They've been going since July, so we'll give them a couple days off, and then they'll come back and get back into study hall Sunday night. And, you know, have a week, but obviously it's a big week for us because we'll get 4 good days of work and not just on NC State but on our team as well. So it's a big week, and I think everybody's getting 2 buys this year. It's kind of weird. I've never really had that, but you know, hopefully that will bode well. You know, for everyone, not just us, but you know, certainly with a couple guys getting banged up today, I'm glad we don't play this week.
With it being a football reunion day, the latest 2 anniversary teams, the 2014 team and 2019, you've mentioned in the past how, especially around 2014, that team kind of built the foundation for the success that followed after. And you mentioned, of course, in your opening statement about DeAndre being on that 19 team. Just what was it like having, and so many of them came back being just not so long ago? How did it feel having those 2 squads celebrating their anniversary and just coming back home on a special day?
Yeah, it's great. It's great to see all those guys anytime they can get back here. In fact, I was getting on the bus to go around to the hill, and I look up and there's Chris Hairston. I'm like, Chris Hairston, and he's just smiling at me, waving at me on the bus, and you know, he and his wife, and I mean, I'm like, man, that big number 61, that was a dude right there. You know, and I love seeing all those guys. You know, Keith Adams was back this weekend. Cornell Powell, it's great to see him. Josh Watson was a captain as well. We had a couple guys, I think, from maybe the 70s that were here too. I always love seeing those guys in the Tiger Walk, but man, it's awesome. And you know, these guys, they have a tremendous brotherhood and a tremendous bond. And you know, I went to Dexter Lawrence's wedding this summer, and you know, you get to the wedding and you look up and get who's there. Well, all of his teammates, right? All these guys, and that's what's so cool about football and teams. You know, these guys they do life together, and they're in each other's weddings, they're at each other's funerals. I mean, you know, I mean, it really is a brotherhood, and so I know it's fun for those guys to come back and be together and spend some time. Saw Mackenzie Alexander down there today as well. I'm happy that we were able to win, you know, for all those guys.
On the Peter injury, did you see the play where it happened? Looked like a chop block of sorts from
Yep.
the tight end, or
Yeah, we'll turn that one in.
you're against chop blocks, or what do you think about that?
Well, chop blocks are illegal. Number one, you
Okay.
can't chop block ever. You know, cut blocks
Yep.
are legal at times, as long as you are, you know, 10-2. But when you're going across the line of scrimmage, if a guy's not turned and coming 10-2, you can't cut. If a guy's boxing it, you can't cut from the side. So, you know, we'll see and evaluate that.
Anybody else for Coach?
Dabo, the decision to send Trent and Rob down the hill first, right off the top, obviously, going to contribute to DeAndre, but what went into making that decision happen?
Yeah, just, you know, one of the players that talked about, you know, hey, look, number 14, I was like, you know what, it's a great idea, we got 2 of them. And, man, let's bring them both out, and, you know, they're gonna shoot the cannon, and let's let those guys go down the hill. And, you know, just, I don't know if y'all saw it, but when we were coming in, it was this amazing picture of the sun just beaming down through the clouds. I don't know if any of y'all saw that, but it was just like, it was this really, you know, cool picture, almost spiritual, to see it. And, you know, but it was awesome just to be able to honor him and just show our love for him and his family. It's a very difficult day for a lot of people who love DeAndre Overton. And, you know, just kind of something we thought about and decided to do and let them get down the hill, and then we came on down.
Coach, when you got the call and told about DeAndre, where were you? What were you
In
doing?
my room this morning, had a couple text messages. Bobby Caldwell was the first one to text me to let me know what was going on. He had recruited DeAndre, and ended up talking to Brian, his stepdad, and just, oh man, just really just hard to process. You know, I mean, just couldn't believe it. Believe it.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.